Right now, people in Florida are bracing for what could be the worst hurricane to hit the state's west coast in a century. Hurricane Ian made landfall in Cuba this morning as a Category 3 storm. The storm is days away from Florida, where shelters have already opened up along the west coast. The National Hurricane Center is now forecasting conditions in some parts of Florida could begin worsening as soon as today. Residents are using this time to either prepare or evacuate. Right now, Hurricane Ian is tearing into western Cuba. Madison Glassman is at the WKRN alert desk with a look.
Yeah, Nicole, it made landfall early this morning in Cuba as a Category 3 storm. Governor Ron DeSantis addressed Floridians moments ago. He says an estimated 2.5 million people are under evacuation orders. He pleaded with people to heed those orders. Now you're looking at video of Floridians getting sandbags ready. The governor urging people to prepare for power outages and to get out of Ian's way.
In some areas, there will be catastrophic flooding and life-threatening storm surge. And so if you're on Florida's Gulf Coast, from Naples all the way through the Tampa Bay area and some of the counties north of that, that could be something that happens.
Now you're taking a live picture of Key West, Florida. You can see wind picking up there as Ian makes its way to the state. The storm is expected to approach Florida's west coast Wednesday into Thursday. Walt Disney World announcing they will close some of their hotels temporarily. The airports in Tampa and St. Petersburg announcing they will close this afternoon. DeSantis declared a statewide emergency, mobilizing 5,000 Florida National Guard troops with another 2,000 on standby in neighboring states. For breaking news around the clock, go to WKRN.com. Megan?
All right, here's the latest on what we know about the hurricane. It is now just north of Cuba. The eye wall is just to the north, about several miles away, already impacting portions of South Florida and obviously the Keys, getting in on those outer bands. So the wind picking up. Obviously, the tornado threat is there today from Key West up to Miami and even Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers. The center of that eye wall could begin to strengthen as we head through the remainder of the afternoon as it becomes a Category 4 storm. Hurricane warnings stretch from Tampa all the way down to about Fort Myers, and then we have tropical storm warnings along the south coast. Now, Hurricane Ian, winds sustained at about 115 miles an hour. Category 3 storm, gusts nearing 140. Earlier this morning, the gusts were near 155. It is expected to gain strength as it gets into that warm Gulf water. And look at this. The new track has it just south of Tampa Bay, so really right on top of Sarasota as it makes landfall as a Category 4-3 storm. I mean, it is going to quickly drop down to a Category 3, but nonetheless, the storm surge as a Category 4 storm approaches could push 8 to 10 feet of water inland from Tampa Bay down to Fort Myers. With that being said, everyone along the west coast needs to be alert, making landfall sometime Wednesday morning. The rain surges north into the south, and then by Saturday, we'll be watching for showers around Middle Tennessee. The wind gusts going to be impressive, close to 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe even close to 80 in some spots as we head into Wednesday as well. Along with the storm surge, the rain. Rain going to be a factor as this moisture comes in right off the Gulf, and as it does so, it could drop potentially 10 to 15 inches of rain, and then that stretches into all of North Georgia. I mean, Macon picking up 3 inches of rain. Atlanta over 3 inches of rain. Some areas getting closer to 4 or 5. Here in Nashville, we'll be averaging around 1 inch. Higher totals will be pushed off towards the east. We'll talk much more about what you can expect here at home in the next couple of days in just minutes.
Thank you, Megan. And stay with News 2 on air and online for the latest news on Hurricane Ian and the weather in our area. Just head to WKRN.com and download our free news and weather app.